finishing out, or we're going into chapter 13 of Proverbs in the series Becoming a Rare Homebuilder, planting the seeds that will help you to grow a successful marriage. Now today, the key verse in Proverbs 13 we're going to be focusing on is Proverbs 13:10, and that reads like this: Pride only breeds quarrels, but wisdom is found in those who take advice. The question is, why can't we stop arguing? If we look in James, we'll see that the reasons why we argue is because we have selfish desires that are at war within us. And we're not able, or we're not willing to be selfless, but we want to stay selfish and get our desires fulfilled. And pride has selfish desires. And at the root of arguments is not God, it's that selfish desire. And if God is not at the center of the relationship, what happens is both of you will end up getting in your own way and in the way of the success of your marriage. Now, even though, now listen, you say, hey, but I'm praying for my marriage. I'm praying, right? Even though you may be praying to God, it even says this in James, you may not have his desires on your mind, but you may be praying based on you wanting to win the argument or you wanting to be right. And that kind of tries to make God your employee. And then you might find yourself getting mad at God because things didn't turn out the way that you wanted them to go. The reason that we continue to argue is because we continue to be selfish and we're not willing to serve or be selfless towards one another. But God put us together so that we can serve each other, especially you husbands. We have a tough job, man. We're called to love our wives like Christ loved the church. And he was a sacrificial servant leader. He wasn't just a leader. He was a sacrificial servant leader. And he laid his life down for his bride, which is the church. Now, I remember back to, this was in my about 5th year of marriage. In our 5 years we've been married, and man, we have come to some ups and some really bad downs. And man, I'm sitting at the foot of my bed and I'm crying out to God, like literally tears coming out of my eyes. And I remember this prayer just like it was yesterday. And I said, God, I don't know how to be a husband. Please help me to be the husband that you need me to be for my wife. Man, that was as humble as that's the words that I knew, as humble as I could get. Because I just realized, listen, I've been married for 5 years and I don't know how to do this thing. So I'm going to need your help so that you can see to it that Vanessa, my wife, gets the husband that you designed for her. Man, do you know what happened? After I humbled myself and admitted my weakness and was willing to put myself in the potter's hand so he can mold me into the husband that my wife needed me to be, man, resources started coming. Things started opening up. Man, my spirit started to lift, and our marriage has never been the same since. So here's the question. Do you get upset at God when he doesn't fulfill the desires that you want him to fulfill? And do your prayers treat God like he's your employee and he works for you? I mean, when was the last time that you asked God about what was in his heart regarding your marriage? Here's the closing statement. To be selfless instead of selfish, you can pray, Lord, make me into the husband or wife that you know I need to be for my spouse. Now watch him do amazing things in your marriage, just like he did in mine, if you really pray that prayer. God bless you. This has been another edition of Becoming a Rare Homebuilder. How to plant seeds in your marriage to grow a successful marriage. Check us out on rarehomebuilders.ning.com and join the family. Have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.